What you find happening today, and it's increasing, is that a number of persons are seeking ways to injure themselves as a means for release. And by and large, that is what self-harm is all about. Self-harm is really a deliberate act of harming oneself, one's body, either by cutting or burning or scraping or pulling or drinking something, and the list can go on and on. Now, there are various behaviors that may not necessarily be at the onset be characterized as a self-injury or self-injurious behaviors. But when you look at the situation or the circumstances surrounding and the pattern of behavior and the complexity of it, as well as how often the behavior is performed, especially when the body or the mind is harmed in the process, you get to realize that the behavior in itself is also a self-harming or self-injurious behaviors. Now, this does not have a age group or age limit to say that if you're above this age, you will not self-harm. It's across the board. But of course, what we do see is that early teenage years into late teenage years and early adulthood seem to be where the figures state there are a majority of cases that are reported with regard to self-harm and self-injurious behaviors. So the objective, though, of one harming themselves has to do with getting this momentary sense of calm, a sense of peace, a reduction in tension, and also a reduction in emotional pain. But of course, it's just momentary, which means it comes back, and therefore the person in the future harms themselves again by whatever method they may choose to use. We live in a society today, in various societies, that support is on a decline, or the kind of support that best fit the needs for children, it's on a decline. Even within the family circle, we having parents who are spending less and less time with their children. They may be in the same home, the same house, the same apartment, but the quality time, the time spent teaching, the time spent discussing issues or listening, it's severely hindered. And for a number of families, it could be because of a genuine, the parent came home late, or they have to work, they have to do 2 or 3 jobs, or they're working shift. When they're home, the child is sleeping, and when the child is up, the child is at school. So the parent may not always have the opportunity to have this kind of quality time spent with the child. Nonetheless, we are asking that parents and guardians or adults revisit how they interact with children, especially in the stressful environment that children are experiencing.